Hello everybody, Moletrap here. This is game 4 of the MST Group 9, and this is the losers match. It's for losers, and it's basically, I mean, you got the first two games, and then the winners of those games play each other, and the losers of games play each other. And then the loser of the winner's game and the winner of the loser's game play each other as the final match, but this is the losers match, and so this is between backho, and backho. Backho, the Zerg hero, not the Protoss hero. Anyway, Zerg hero and backho, and each of these players in their first games against Lita, hero played against Lita, and backho played against Gorush. Yeah, Gorush. Both players had a chance to win and then blew it. So this game is going to be a battle of who can blow it less. Backho has been known to play very well against good players. You know, he's beaten Stork in PvP, which is difficult to do, and then he'll go ahead and blow a lead on someone else. And anyway, Hero, pretty new to the scene, and we're going to see in a minute a sign of his inexperience, actually, and you'll see in a moment what I'm talking about. But, yeah, this should be an interesting match. I am going to favor Backho a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, it's hard to say, actually, because Hero, he's just come off of, he's been playing against Protoss in the GOM Classic, so he's used to playing VP, and, and he actually took a game off of Best in Zerg vs. Protoss as well, so, although I haven't seen that game, so I don't know if it was a fluke or a cheese or a cheese run by or something like that, something, that doesn't really count. Anyway, well, run bys count, but I'm just saying. Anyway, point being, he stands a chance, though, I think, even though backho is a pretty decent player when he wants to be. Setting up his pylon for his fast expand, so pretty normal there. And it looks like Hero is going to be, well, let's see, yeah, probably going to go for a 12 hatchery build. He did, yeah, we'll see. Uh-oh. Here's what I'm talking about. Hero asks for a pause. You can't pause the game in Pro StarCraft. You have to actually you have to type in like PP and that request that they pause the game for you. And it's because he realized that he didn't have any sound because he forgot to put his headphones on. Yeah, or he forgot to put on the like protective thingies that I think you wear earbuds, and then over that you put on those things to keep it so that you can't hear what the crowd is yelling or anything like that. And so Hero's gotta be a little bit embarrassed by that. So I think according to Basie, they actually just let him off with a warning. They're gonna tell Backho what's going on here. Hero's a noob. He forgot to put his headphones on, so we're gonna start back up again. He's like, okay, fine. They probably didn't even mention that. They probably just said we're gonna start back up again. But poor Hero, look at him, he's like a kid. I don't know how old he is, but he looks pretty young. He's probably pretty embarrassed by that. Oh man, poor guy. Closing his eyes, trying to focus back on the game here. So yeah, they by the way, they have these soundproof booths, and they have them playing, I think they play music really loud in the booths as well, the StarCraft music, to make so you can't hear anything. Because what they used to have is what they would call ear hacking, which is you'll be able to hear the crowd yelling, and so you'd be able to kind of tell what was going on. So I think there's famously, I don't remember what game it was, but famously there's one occasion where Boxer was playing against some Zerg player, and they had some stop lurkers going on, and he was about to march his troops into the lurkers, and the whole crowd was going like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, just like that. And Boxer heard the crowd, and because he heard the crowd, he pulled his forces back, and they didn't get slaughtered on the stop lurkers. And so, you know, it's stuff like that can actually happen that'll affect the game. I don't know why backho decided not to keep stalling that hatchery. He was doing a pretty good job of it. I don't know why he held back, but the hatchery is going to go down now. And he's putting down a forge first. Oh, never mind, that's why, because he was stalling the hatchery, but in the meantime, Hero had gotten a pool. He'd gotten a spawning pool, so I guess it was a little prudent of backho to go in there and spot the spawning pool, see if it was going down or not, because he needed to decide right then and there if he was going to put down a forge or not. But, So that was actually kind of a smart move by Hero, acting like he was trying to get that hatchery down and really getting the spawning pool down. That was, actually, in hindsight, that was kind of clever, I think. But now he's just going to kind of switch over and get standard build. backho's going to be able to get down a cannon here without too much trouble, and he's going to be in pretty good shape. So, let's see what he's putting. It looks like that probe's going to put down another cannon, yeah. And that's really kind of a smart move because sometimes you'll put down your cannon in the front door and you'll actually leave a gap so that Zerglings kind of run around behind and attack your assimilator or attack your probes or something like that if the cannon isn't placed properly. So having that second cannon is going to be really good, especially behind that nexus. It's going to be good against Zerglings, and it's going to be good for making sure that nothing can sneak in behind his supply lines at a later time and and do any damage there. The gateway on front is going to really seal the deal on that doorway. So backho's got a nice little doorway set up here. And he's going to be looking good going into the mid-game. Probably going to start teching at this point, get his core down next, and his gas, and then move into a Stargate. That's kind of the standard thing to do. Hero getting his third base here, and then switching over, and again, kind of standard, getting that third base, and then switching over and trying to get some gas in there, trying to tech up, get your macro on, get as many drones as you possibly can. I'm interested to see if backho decides to send out a Zealot or a couple. Well, there are 6 Zerglings out already, so he'd be hard-pressed to do much damage with a Zealot, but if you send out a couple Zealots, he could theoretically do some damage, maybe try and pick off a drone, or sometimes they'll even run the Zealot by the Zerglings and just try and pick off a drone or two. Because if you can send out a Zealot and pick off 2 drones with that Zealot before it dies, then it's cost-effective. It's even more than cost-effective because you're keeping those drones from mining. So not only do they have to spend 100 mils to get the drones back, they're also losing mining time as well. So, anyway, probably going to see a pretty normal game here, I would imagine. Uh-oh. backho's got a pylon in the corner, hiding his citadel there. So, Hero does have an overlord in his base, but he's evacuating the base right now. I don't know why he's doing that. I guess he wants to get it out way ahead of time. Maybe he's afraid of a Dragoon killing it off or something like that. But usually Zerg will leave their overlord in the base for a while, at least until the Stargate comes up, and then try and evacuate. But, anyway, I guess he doesn't want to get killed. But, excuse me. Sorry about that. But yeah, backho hiding that citadel up there, and, Hero has no idea it's coming. Actually, it looks like backho maybe... Oh, it looks like he's going to skip. He's going to go straight to Templar, and that probe is completely wigging out. But it looks like he's going to go straight to Templar here, and he's not even going to get a Stargate at all. Even when you're just going ground units, you usually almost always get a Stargate to get some Corsairs out, or what have you. But backho, it looks like, is just going to go completely for ground forces. He has not gotten a Stargate yet at all. He's just getting another gateway, so it looks like he's going to try and do some kind of a Dark Templar rush and try and do some damage with that. But I have no idea what he's thinking, because all the Hero has to do is get an Overlord at his bases and, a couple Hydralisks, and he'll be completely protected against Dark Templar. You need Corsairs to drive off or kill the Overlords, otherwise the Dark Templar don't really do much good. And, wow, so things not looking good at all for backho. I really don't know what he expects to accomplish with this. I mean, I guess if he could sneak in some Dark Templar, if he can catch Hero off guard, he still could do some good, because even with Overlords everywhere, you can still run in and get drones if there's no sunken colonies or anything like that. But critically, what backho's doing right now is it looks like he's going to move out his force and cause... And oh man, yeah, Overlord heading for that spot there. Sunken colonies are going up. It looks like Hero, even if he doesn't suspect it, is preparing for this and getting some Sunkens in various places to protect against this. If there weren't any Sunkens, he could go in and just pick off drones and stop mining at those locations. What he may do, though, is he may go in with his Zealots as well and that Dragoon and try and kill off that Sunken colony, which is going to free things up for the Dark Templar to go in there. I'm not sure. The Dark Templar sneaking in there. There's an Overlord in the way. 1 hit, 2 hits, not a third hit. Oh man, Dark Templar in the drones, but the drones are getting out of the way. And 1 Dark Templar does manage to sneak into the main base while Hero's distracted. He's going to take down this force on the left, but in the meantime, he's going to have to run his drones from the right